Sean Carlson, Black Shack 98 Enterprises. Did your lawnmower rewind go boing when you went to take it apart? Did it actually sound like it made a boing sound? Is what you're seeing in this video what it looks like right now in your shop, in your garage? Well, I'm going to show you how to put it all together and why. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so before you start working on this, I'm pretty sure you're mad and you're angry. You're looking at this entire mess and you're watching this video and you're like, what the fuck do I do now? How the hell do I put this all together? Is there a manual on how to put this all together? And you're watching this video and I'm going to tell you that, yeah, there is. I'm the manual. I know how to put this together. So first of all, what I want you to do is go get a prostitute and have sex with a prostitute. Don't go to your wife, don't go to your girlfriend because you're angry. You're going to put all that energy into her, then she's going to be angry. You're better off to go with a prostitute and have sex with your energy because they can match that energy, because a prostitute already has that energy in them. They're mad and angry. Then what you do is you go get yourself a drink. A beer, wine, whiskey in this case. It's a new product that came out in the Toby's liquor store that I live right beside. I bought this and I'm drinking this. So now we get to the part where we're gonna figure this out. Okay, so let's get this rewind cord and put this on the ground, right on the ground. Okay, just let it fall down. We got a conundrum here because we got two different swirls happening with the rewind. It's not supposed to look like that. Something's wrong. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to look at this part here. This is the lawnmower part which sticks up. This is up, by the way. Oh, it's up because this is up. So it goes in there just like this, like that, right? And these two tines stick out to grab this part here. This is a pressure washer, by the way. The pressure washer engine is the same as a lawnmower engine. So those two tines stick out and they grab the holes on these here, okay? Now, the motion of the rewind cord, as you can tell, is on this side here going this direction. So what you do is you take a pen and you mark it. I got an arrow there and an arrow there pointing to the motion of the wheel. Okay, so when we flip it around, that motion is going the opposite way. Okay, so clockwise looking down is counterclockwise looking up. That might be confusing to you, a lot of you, but I got arrows there to help me figure that out. Here's a spring. Now, the rewind goes into here, this little crevice here. And you see that part right there? That part is going to help you decide which way to rewind that spool. So this is the picture of how it should look. Okay, so the rewind pull is going in this direction. And the middle of the rewind is what is the mechanism which is putting tension onto the rewind coil. So the outside tension has nothing to do with it. It's the inside that is making the motion that is retracting your rewind coil. This is an example of how it looks. So if you look into there, that hook goes into the middle of that purple circle, the blue circle that you see right there. And that is evident to right there, that point. You can't see it because of all the grease in there. Oh, you know what? Let me get a rag here, freaking wipe that out so you can see that better. Okay, so there's a little hook right there. That little hook grabs the middle of this here. So what you do is you take this end of the rewind and you put that hook into there just like this. It goes into there and then you wrap it around going this direction, okay? Now it looks like it's going, if you're going to snap it because of that, but no. The middle part of that rewind needs to face the other direction, which goes into that little hook. Okay, so what I'm going to do by hand is strenuously and continuously, I'm just going to push this in, push it in until it comes right into the middle there. And when I do, you're going to see what it looks like. All right, to make it look like this, it literally took me a minute and a half. So let's compare this to the picture that we got going on. So let's look at the picture. Let's look at this. They don't exactly look the same, but then again, they sort of do. Okay, so the middle of that looks somewhat like the middle of that. The end of that looks like the end of that. So we have what it looks like here. Now let's look at this part here. You see that hook? So let's look at this. It looks like it's the opposite, but if we were to put that over top like this, then that tab would grab into that. Now what we do is, because if we put it in there, that's not going to grab it. So what we need to do is we need to pull it out with some pliers and make sure that this part here of the tab can be right there in the middle. So when we put it in, it will grab that hook. And then when we put it in, this top part with the spring goes into there, top part goes into there. This screw needs to be nice and tight so that way there is no gap between this surface here and that surface right there. There can be no gap for that to unspring or unbuoying. Okay, once we have that, then we got to work on rewinding the cord back onto the spool. Okay, so we're almost there. Now what we do is we're going to put tension into the line here. So you're going to pull the cord out just a little bit like that after you get everything all together. And then you're always going to have a little knob into the wheel. So what you do is you thread the inside of the spool just like this, okay? And then you're going to go against the tension of the spring and you're going to wheel it this direction. You're going to do that between 2 to 4 times. In this case, I'm going to go 3. So I'm going to grab it right here. I'm going to put all the way around 3 times. 1, 2, and then 3. And then I'm going to line up this hole with the pull cord opening. And I'm going to pull the rest of that all the way out until there is no more excess like this happening. Okay, so that is what I did. I got that hole right there, and then I pulled the rest of the excess out from that hole right there. So now there's tension onto this. You're going to see what happens when I let go of that tension. There we go. You see that? Now we have a fully functional rewind. If I just pull it a little bit like this, it works. Okay, now put just a little bit more tension on that nut, but not too much, and then we can put this arrangement back onto here. And that is how you rewind your lawnmower cord, your lawnmower rewind, your pressure washer rewind, your rototiller, whatever it is. Just look at this picture, make one for yourself, and then you will have an idea of how to tackle that. Okay? My name is Sean Carlson from Blackjack 90 Enterprises. I hope you like this one. Oh, and don't forget to have a drink. Have a good one.